Number 2 of the List Growth Made Easy Challenge. Confused visitors don't convert, and most landing pages don't fail because of design. They fail because of confusion. So today, it's not about making something pretty. It's about making something clear. So let that land and sit with you for a minute. You see, a landing page has just one job, and most people give it 10 or more just by accident. But today we're going to fix this, all right? So I want you to take a breath. I want you to close all your tabs except for what you need for this event. And we are going to get stuck in to talking about your landing page today. Now, as always, we're going to kick off with our theme song as we wait for everybody to come and join us inside of Zoom. Welcome to List Growth Made Easy Day 2, and I'll be back in 3.5.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to day number 2 of the List Growth Made Easy Challenge. And I am your guide, Sally Sparks Cousins. I'm an automation nerd and I love me sexy numbers. And today we're looking at landing pages. But before we move into that, let me know in the chat, are you joining live or are you on the replay? So hashtag live or hashtag replay in the chat. Even if you're on replay, make sure you let me know because we are tracking that in order for the prize draws as well, right? So even if you can't be here live and you're on the replay, we are letting you, putting your name down for the grand prize draw. So we've got Steve here live. We've got quite a few people in the room here, and I see quite a few eyeballs out there on the live. Hello, everybody on the live as well, in this big live streaming world out there. All right. Well, welcome to day number 2 of list growth. Now, yesterday, you made some decisions. You locked in your audience, you locked in the problem, and you chose the title. Now, that's not small. That's a step in the right direction. But can you let me know in the chat? It's on page number 2 of your workbook. Did you complete yesterday's home play? Is it done? Or are you just doing the minimum win? Or are you still refining? All right. So Maria says she's done. John says minimum win. Sam Clark was first. She was. Sam Clark was the very first person who did the live. She's fully done too. I love this. All our level 3 people are getting shit done. Momentum will compound, right? Every decision that you make will reduce the friction that you will have as we move through each of the days, because every day builds upon the next. And if you're stuck there in imperfect action is the best, right? That's what we want you to do. But indecision also compounds. If you're not taking action, then that's going to compound upon each day. So small little minimum wins is all we're asking for, but those who want true momentum will also be building. And I truly want all of you to be successful in business, right? We're here to champion you and support you. You don't have to do it alone, but you do have to do the work. So today is all about reducing friction again, but for those people who are potentially your next clients, right? And my husband's just brought me coffee. Sorry, I digress. Coffee sips take priority. Thank you, darling. All right, that's good because that's my first coffee of the day. I can't believe 10 o'clock and it's my first coffee of the day. There's something wrong with me. All right, guys, there we go. So let's talk about today. What we're going to do is we've done our little recap. You yesterday chose your audience, you chose your lead magnet, and you've given it a name. And for those of you who went out and did that momentum stuff, you've actually designed the lead magnet, most likely in Canva, right? Your PDF. So today we're going to also talk about what a landing page is and what it's designed to do, and also what it is not designed to do. Then we're going to talk about the 5 essential elements of a good landing page. And then we're going to get stuck into some click-by-click building. Now, you may not be able to keep up with the click-by-click during the live. However, click-by-click is made for you to watch it now while I build. Then you will actually re-watch and pause and play and pause and play, okay, to get the doing done. Then we'll end, of course, with our home play. We'll wrap up with our prize draw, and then we go to the dark side. And after dark, we'll do some networking, laser coaching, and ask me anything. Now, don't forget, when you're here live, you've got the opportunity to get the most interactive. So get those tippy-tap fingers out. I want to hear lots more ding-dongs in my ear. And you'll get some networking and some laser coaching. Now, on home base, just to let you know about laser coaching, there's a button on home base for you to get some laser coaching. What you need to do is go fill in that form. You don't need to be or want to be coached from stage, if you are selected, you will be coached live. But those of you who fill it out, we will also give you some feedback as well on the things that you submit as well. Also, all the awesome prizes. If you want replay, pause here, you can read it. But these are all the different prizes that you can win. All right. So don't forget, reminders, just quick reminders for you, replays, all on home base. So listgrowthmadeeasy.com/home base. That is the thing you should bookmark everywhere. You'll get your workbooks, you'll get links to submit questions, you can submit laser coaching, and there's new buttons popping up every day. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, then head back because it will walk you through how to navigate Homebase, the Facebook group, and all of that. And don't forget to reach out to your success coach because your success coach actually has a welcome gift for you. So send them a DM. If you're in the Facebook group, you will have been assigned a Facebook group. All right. Now, a couple of shout outs. Maria going live on day one and cheering Sam on. We love to see it. And hearing you say you feel supported, that means so much to us here in OmniSam. We love to know that you're supported, and that's exactly what this space is for. That's why we built it. And Sam Clark, again, a second shout out, but I loved how you had notes ready before you went live. That's preparation and a lot of courage there. And Sharon Sawtell showing up, welcoming newbies, sharing her wisdom. Sharon's actually one of our scholarship recipients, and she's doing amazing things inside of the academy, and she's building her business also, I swear to God, like I did, from bed. Right? As long as I can move these little things and I've got eyeballs to look at the screen, I keep going. And Sharon is doing exactly that. So if you're new to landing pages, let me know because I really want to remove all the pressure that is in regards to landing pages. So let me know in the chat, are you new to landing pages or is this something that you've done before? Because today is not about brand colors. It's not about fancy automations. It's not about having a gazillion testimonials everywhere spread throughout the landing page. It's not about you sharing your origin story. Today is about clarity. And we can see here, Sam says she's new to landing pages. Well, I love it when we're going to be teaching people something new. And Steve says he's only done them in Wix before guided. Well, I hope that today is going to help to clarify a lot and also get you building in real life because I know that you're using OmniSam right now. So your minimum win today is very, very simple. Okay, for those of you who are on minimum win, Level 2, what I want you to come up with is a clear headline and one CTA. So what is that call to action, the words that are going to be on the button? That's it, right? Version 1, that's minimum. Then for those of you who are going to be building, of course, we'll get into how to build out every page and you'll be able to use your GPT that we gave you to actually help with the copywriting, but in a marketing way, right? And then once you launch this, it's going to be messy. We always say the first one's messy. Then version 2 gets optimized. And optimization only happens when something actually exists. Right? You've got to build it first. Then we can measure and optimize. So let's get into the teaching stuff, shall we? Yes? You ready? Ready to jump in? Yeah, lots of head nods. Love that. All right. What is a landing page? Well, a landing page is not a website. So think about a website. On your website, you have what sort of buttons run
Recording in
all
progress.
the way along the top. What are up there along the top of the website? You've got things like home, about me, services, resources, contact us, maybe blogs, right? Videos, your store, lots of buttons, right? And what happens when a lot of people get to a website is they start clicking around. They start exploring. And guess what? Then they leave and they've never given you their email address. So I always say a website is like a glorified business card. A website is something that most people get to after they already have met you or seen something about you. And then what they're doing is they're doing their due diligence. Yes, Maria, it's a rabbit hole. They go down, they start clicking around, but they never do any opting in. Also, your landing page is not a biography about you. It is not a sales page, and it is not a content hub. It is a decision page. So, when somebody lands there, they should know within 5 seconds, is this for me? What will I get? What do I do next? I'm going to repeat that. You're going to write it down. Is this for me? What will I get? What do I do next? Now, they need to understand that within 5 seconds of getting to that landing page. But if they have to think, then they'll leave, right? They'll leave and never come back. So think about that. What are you going to put on your landing page so that they know what they'll get, what to do next, and if it's for them? Now, your landing page has one job only, to turn attention into action. It's a page, one goal, one next step. You know I love the power of one, right? Now, here's where most funnels quietly break. The page might look fine, but the systems behind the page aren't connected. So the form itself doesn't get tagged properly. The automation doesn't trigger correctly. The follow-up system doesn't send, or worse, nothing happens. Let that discomfort land, right? And when the conversions don't happen, people blame the lead magnet, not the structure. So your landing page, before you even start building, must have a strategy. Strategy first, I always say. So capturing without connection is just a list of people. And a list of people, they do not generate revenue. Systems do. Small shifts. This is why building inside of an integrated system really, really matters, because it's what happens after. I wrote a book on it. The fortune is in the follow-up. Because the page has a form, we then need to tag people so we know what they've opted in for. Then the automation should trigger, and then there should be a nurture, right? Now, all of this should talk to each other. No pitching, just awareness. All right, so let me give you a little look now at what the funnel, the high-level overview of the funnel is, and we will be building this together over the coming days. But before we move into the first landing page, I want to share with you what the funnel itself will look like. All right, so let's head down to my whiteboard. So what you're going to build, so yesterday you made your free gift, all right, your lead magnet. And in return for getting that lead magnet, you will send people to a landing page. And on this landing page, you're going to ask them for their email and their name. And You can also ask them for their phone number, but we keep that optional. Some marketers will tell you don't even put it because it adds a friction point. I always put it because I like to call people, be a human, right? Then, once they hit that button on the page, they then go to another landing page, and this is what we call the thank you page. Now, on this thank you page, you are going to ask them to give up one of two things, all right? One of two things. The first thing might be a little bit of money. That little bit of money can be anywhere from $1 to 27, even 47 is okay, but I wouldn't go any higher than that because most of these people have never met you before, right? We want it to be an easy yes next step. So one, they either give up a little bit of money or we ask them to give up a little bit of their time. And the time is an appointment with you. I truly believe that everybody, if you're not hitting your income goals and you don't have a calendar that's booked solid, then you should be sending them to a calendar because you're going to learn more. Now, we'll go way deeper into that tomorrow on how to monetize and turn those new leads into paying clients. So don't forget tomorrow, that's my favorite day. Join us tomorrow where we'll go deeper into that. Then we will send them to either a checkout or a calendar. Okay, so again, this section we're going to go into in way more detail tomorrow. But can you now see how the funnel itself works? Now, on day 4, we're also then going to talk about, well, once they opt in, then what happens? Well, we send them a series of emails. And there's a specific way in which we write these emails. So this is in day number 4. And then if they don't take the offer, then we send them into a long-term nurture. And that is day number 5. Okay? So here we are. We did day number 1. Today is day number 2. This is day number 3, day number 4, and day number 5. Can you see how every day is going to build upon the next? So if you're joining us for the first time, I highly recommend that you start at the start. All right, so there we go. That is the overview of the landing page. Is that a little clearer? Just a little bit. You don't have to understand everything and how it all works together and how we make all the triggers and everything happen. But has that at least cleared up a little something for you to take that next step? Wow, that's amazing, says Sam. I love that. Come on, get your tippy tap fingers out if you want to go into the prize draw. And I can see so many eyes out on the live stream and not in the Zoom room. Let me know where you're joining us from and hashtag below as well so that we can make sure we put you into the major prize draw. All right, so let's talk about the landing page itself. So I'm going to walk you through now the different sections of the landing page and what the importance of each section of the landing page is. So the first section of the landing page is, let me come back to my whiteboard. The first section of your landing page is the headline. All right, now in your headline must do 3 things. It must call out the outcome. The outcome. So, what is it that they'll get once they use that free resource? All right, what is the outcome? It needs to be specific. It needs to be clear, and don't get clever, right? Don't start using fancy words that you think sound amazing, because if you confuse, you lose. Okay, not clever, clear. So this is how you will structure the actual headline. So you will use something like how to, and then enter the specific result. Okay? Without, and then the specific challenge or frustration. Okay. So how to, insert the result, without, insert the frustration. So that's one option for you. Or another option is the number of steps, right? Or that guide you to a specific outcome. So now we're telling them in X amount of steps, this guide will take you to the specific outcome. All right, so there's a couple of options for your headline, right? It must be, remember the three major things. It must call out the outcome, it must be specific, and it must be clear. Not clever, clear. So inside your workbook, on page number 4, you are going to see some GSD. And you're going to, let me come across to my workbook. You are going to come up with 3 headline options. And we're going to do what we did yesterday. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to come up with, let me just get that set up. 3 minutes now to come up with 3 headline options. And we'll put some background music on.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You got
that's a little bit of GSD done. So I want you to look at those headlines. Now, if it feels vague, then it's vague. It specifically needs to feel bold, right? Now, if you haven't yet activated your OmniSam trial, then, or if you have get my tongue off the floor and stick it back in my mouth. If you've activated your OmniSam trial, open up your GPT now and you can use that to refine your headline, right? All right. So what you'll do is the GPT will walk you through all of these. Okay, so let's move on to the second part of the landing page itself. So the next section is your sub-headlines. Now, your sub-headline, it helps also to reduce any friction that person has. And it should reinforce what your headline says. So it also includes what to do. So download the checklist to start implementing. All right. So keep it tight. And don't use things on your call to action like submit or click here. Use action language on your call to action button. So it'll be something like download the guide, get instant access, right? Not just submit or click here. Something like start building. All right. Remember, one page, one call to action. Okay. So that's what your little buttons will do. So what I want you to think of now is a short paragraph about what it is that your lead magnet is going to do. I want you to reflect in that paragraph what they're frustrated about, but I don't want you to be really dramatic about it all. I want you to be like accurate, right? Don't over dramatize things. So that's what your sub headline will be. So your headline calls out to them about what the outcome is, right? And how they're going to get to the other side, that specific outcome, what it is, and how many steps they're going to go through. The sub-headline will just be a little add-on to that, all right? Like, get your free checklist below, right? Or download your free checklist below, or access this free resource below. Keep it tight. All right. Now, the next section within the headline area, we're still in the headline section. So we've got headline, sub-headline, and now we're going to put 3 benefit statements. Now, the 3 benefit statements, one is an emotional benefit. So that benefit is, how will it make them feel? The second benefit, or actually let me do it on the whiteboard so that you can remember as I write them down for you. So the next section is the benefits. All right, so there are 3 benefits. The first benefit is emotional. So that is how they feel. The second benefit is tangible, okay, which is what they get. And the third benefit is the transformation. And that one is the long-term benefit. Okay, so what are the 3 benefit statements? Now, usually I will lead the benefit statements with a verb like build, generate, convert, right? So think of a verb at the beginning and then what is the emotional, tangible and transformational benefits, okay? Now, when you're doing this, it is not about writing a novel. It is one sentence each, right? It's clear. If your landing page requires you to scroll for days, you are over explaining. So now you can grab your GPT that you've got with your OmniSam trial and you can tighten this up. Now, I want you to not get stuck in procrastination, perfectionism. I want you to just choose because we need to put it out there so we can measure and optimize. So for this GSD, I want you to open up your GPT, the List Growth Made Easy assistant that we gave you with your trial. It will help you to simplify your headline, make it more specific, remove any fluff. Remember, my GPT will give you pushback if it's not clear enough, right? And it'll make sure that it is aligned with the audience that we chose yesterday, and it will help refine it and get it tighter. Not by adding more, right? Just by sharpening it, not by expanding it. Okay, so again, we have some GSD, and then you are going to write these 3 benefit statements. So coming on back for our 3 minutes of GSD to come up with your 3 benefit statements.
You interrupt me and I interrupt you. A shame. When did we start losing and stop giving? I remember I gave it time, all of my time. Now my mind's lost in its thoughts. I want you want only you. But my heart's all tied up in knots. Wanna release it. 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 Wanna release it.
Alrighty then, wrapping up our benefit statements. And next we're going to move into your call to action. So with your call to action, what are you going to use in that? Now, remember, not submit, but we want to make it feel more like fluid, like it's the next thing they want to do. What action do you want them to take, right? So things like start building, gain access, download my guide, get the 5 tips, okay? So for your CTA, again, we're going to do a little GSD here. We won't need a full 3 minutes to come up. I'm going to give you a minute and a half to come up. Remember, because progress over perfection, right? I need you to do the doing and get it done. So here we go into a minute and a half of coming up with your CTA.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there when it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details that actually mean something. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass.
Alrighty, guys, great work. So, how are we all going? Let me know in the chat. Remember, progress over perfection, and you will be building this, and you will need to come back to this video for the click by click sections as we move into that. Now, inside your workbook, you will find a let me just head back over for the workbook. After you've done your call to actions, then you're going to do a little bit of an alignment check. So in that alignment check, do you have the lead magnet title, which we did yesterday? Do you know who your audience is? Again, you did that yesterday. And you know what that little outcome is that we did yesterday for your lead magnet. So remember, what you had was, if we think about your lead magnet, why is my button not working? Here we go. We think about your larger program, it's got an A to Z outcome, right? So down here, the person's struggling. Up here, they've got the happy results. Now, you've got lots of steps to take people through your program. And then there are lots of little lessons to get them through each of the major steps. What your lead magnet is a tiny little piece, and it's a little mini A to Z, right? That's what your lead magnet is. Now, most people think this is what you get known for. It's not. The thing you should be getting known for is this, the little mini A to Z, the thing that you put out there and attract people in. So we get known for list growth, But we do way more than that. Just a little secret. We do way more than help people just grow a list, right? So this is what you put out and you refine over time. And then all roads lead back to your offer, right? And what that is what we call the gap. The gap is what the lead magnet gives and then what they get when they do the full program. Because even if I went live here every day for a month, I would still not be able to teach you everything you need. So never be scared about oversharing, but also remember not to share too much, because if you confuse them, you lose them. All right. So that's how your lead magnet should be positioned for the micro outcome, the little mini A to Z. All right. So back on over to the workbook. We now know our lead magnet, our audience, and our micro outcomes. So this is where most funnels then break, and we'll be looking at this as we move through the rest of the week, right? But the main things that you're going to need on your landing page start here. So your landing page will begin with a clear header, right? So that's that headline that we spoke about before, with the 3 emotional, functional, and transformational benefit. So that's section 1 of your landing page. Section 2 is going to highlight what the outcome will solve. So remember that with this section here, what you're going to do is you're going to say what this lead magnet is designed to help people achieve, what common pain point there is, and how long it'll take them to get through it, and what is the key benefit. Then the third section of your landing page will then further expand on those 3 benefits that you wrote above. The fourth section is social proof. Now, you may need to collect testimonials, but if you're using OmniSam and you have Facebook testimonial on your pages, or you have Google My Business testimonials, we can just put them straight into a little widget. So what you see at the top here, this is a little widget that connects to both your Facebook, ours actually connects to Facebook, Trustpilot, and Google My Business, and it shows all of our testimonials. If you don't have that, then at least 3 testimonials there. If you have nothing yet, just remove that section and add it later, or you could just hide the section. The next section you come down to is the final call to action, right? So it's your last hurrah with the big button at the bottom. And then finally, the footer. This is really important, especially if you're going to be running paid ads. For the paid ads, you are not just putting your logo, but you must have a terms and conditions and a privacy policy link on it. Otherwise, it will not get approved for paid ads. So they're the main sections of your landing page, right? So you've got your hero at the top. You've then got what they'll achieve in the middle, or the next section. The third is your 3 feature blocks, then your social proof, final call to action, and then your footer. So that is how you will design your landing page. But guess what, guys? We've done it for you. Is that exciting? Yeah? We don't need you to figure it all out. What I'm going to do now is what we call click by click. So if you're here live, what I recommend that you do during this section is just watch, okay? Do not try to keep up. If you're on the replay, then you can watch and then rewind and redo, but just do it as I go, okay? If you do it as I go, you will be able to do it, pause, Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I know I've done a really bad thing here, is I've forgotten to load my account properly into a window. So let me see. I'm going to have to literally do this on the fly. So I forgot to connect it. So here we go. The joys of live. I'm going to create the screen share right now. On this page here, but I need it to be on here. And then I need to reframe this. So bear with me, guys, while I just set the scene. So this is what happens during the countdown when we're going live, is I'm setting scenes like this.
We were a bit busy dancing.
We were a bit busy dancing. I forgot the one thing. All right, so let me. Whoopsie. That's okay. The joys of live. So you get to see a bit of behind the scenes of what we do. All right, let's just make sure this all fits on the screen. Get rid of that. Is that all the way to the bottom? No, it is not. There we go. Expand this. Get rid of some heads. I love Venodi and Ash, but they can just pop right off. There we go. You don't even need to see me. There we go. You can still hear me, making sure. Yes, you can. All right, here we go. So for those of you who have OmniSam, you will have been given our GPT. But also, we will be sending you a Canva template as well. And as well as the Canva template, of course, you have the free trial of OmniSam. Now, honestly, just get it, right? It's totally free, and it will give you the opportunity to build, actually sink your teeth into what it is that we do. So just bear with me. Again, I'm looking for my Canva template, which again, I forgot to get up. The joys of live. Here it comes. List growth made easy. I believe this is it. Maybe. See more. Yep. All right, this is it here. I'm going to bring that over into, where's my screen disappeared to? This one here. Okay, here we go. All right, so click by click, we now begin. What you will do is up in the left-hand side, you will see that we have a big button that says New Funnel. New Funnel. We're going to click New Funnel. We're then going to choose From Templates. We're then going to click Continue. Then up in the search bar, up the top here on the right, you're going to type in List Growth, which is, or you can do the whole thing, Made Easy. And you will see that I have created for you a template. I've got way too many windows open. It's running a little slow this morning. All right.
We're a little bit blurry, Sal.
It won't be on the live stream, so okay, I can't fix that.
Catch the replay
yeah.
if you can't catch it now.
So type in List Growth and then click, well, I'll show you the preview button first. The preview button will show you the template for your landing page. It's got pretty animations and everything on it for you as well. So you will just choose the template. It's then going to automatically load all of the 4 pages that we have designed for you. All right, so here it comes. All right, so it is blurry for those in the Zoom room. I'm sorry about that, but those on the live stream and the replay, it'll be perfectly fine. Okay, so here we are. Now you can see here we've got the headline, the functional benefit, the transformational benefit. So I'm actually just going to load my GPT. For those of you who were here yesterday when we went dark, I was actually working with Steve, I believe, and I just need to find Steve's GPT. Yeah. So this is where I left off with Steve last time. So what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do first is this section, this headline area, I'm going to take a screenshot of this section. I'm then going to come into the GPT. It already has all of this information, and I'm going to upload that screenshot for section 1. And I'm just going to say, help me with the copy. And it knows what the freebie is. So I'm then just going to hit return. And based on the information that I gave it yesterday, so when we were working with Steve, his lead magnet is about helping senior managers elevate to C-suites. So it's going to give us the option for the headline and then the 3 dot points as well. All right. So the first one we need to choose is the headline. So remember what I think it was this one here because it was about the gaps. So we'll give this one the headline back here. And then we will come and grab the 3 benefit statements and we will replace those here. And let me just clean up all of this and delete. And then I like to bold the beginning part here. Oops, bold, not paste. Okay, so then the next one. And then the final transformational one. I think I've pasted twice. Gotten a bit carried away there. I think I definitely got carried away. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, so now I have my 3 benefit statements. If you need to adjust what it looks like, if you have a look, I want to show you something, so just pay attention. When you are around the outside, see this green box that shows up? The green box is the section. If I click in the section, you will notice the edit panel changes down the right-hand side. Then the blue section, this one here, this is actually a row. If I click where it's blue, you will see that it changes this to the row, and of course we can edit the way it looks. So if I wanted to make it wider, I could. Then if I come into the orange, these are what are called the elements. So this is a headline element. If I click on it, see how it changes in the edit panel on the right, and here I click, and again it's a bullet point and it changes the edit panel. And then finally, the button at the bottom here is our call to action. So we could have unlock my C-suite checklist. So now we have our call to action. So that is section 1 for the copywriting done. So you will be able to again click around to edit. That's section 1. Then I'll move into section 2. So if you're working on this, pause the video, finish section 1. Do not worry about the images right now because we're going to do that next after we finish the copywriting. So section 2 is highlight what they will achieve. So again, I'm going to take a screenshot of that section and I'm going to put that into the GPT. Once it pops in, let's see, there it is. Pop that into the GPT and help me with the copy and hit. So the GPT will now help you with the copy. It's going to give me some options. So option 1, which is the recommended one. Option 2, slightly more inspirational. Option 3, more confronting. It believes a stronger conversion. So I'm just going to go with the recommended one and come back to my landing page and replace. Right, now if the text is too big on the right-hand side, we can make it a bit smaller. Then come back and we'll grab the paragraph. Again, paste that in. And then finally, okay, it didn't give it to me, so give me the CTA button copy. So we're literally just working through just a quick click to edit. All your animations, all the beautiful stuff, it's all set up and ready to go. So a strong CTA, get the C-suite readiness checklist. Click. And then with the button, you can't edit directly on the button. So you will click on the button, come over to the left-hand menu, and under text options, you will replace the text here. And you will see that it shows up there. All right, now what we're going to do, when you're in your second section, you've now finished the copywriting, you're going to click this save button at the very top here. So click on this save button, save as we go through each section. It's going to put a little pop-up here. Just close it. Okay, just ignore it for now. All right. So if you haven't done this section, make sure you do it click by click and pause by pause. We're now going to move down to the third section. So this third section here, with this lead magnet U, and it will have these 3 boxes. Again, you are going to take a screenshot and we're going to head on back to the GPT and we're going to add that screenshot and then say, help me with the copy for this section. All right, so it's now going to give me the copy. With this C-suite readiness checklist, you will, so I will come back here and I will click in here and paste. It's a little too big, so I will edit the size in the edit panel on the right. Then come back, copy your subheadline and paste. Then back to the GPT and we're going to do the 3 benefit boxes. So this is how we'll do the 3 benefit boxes. We will copy the top header and replace the top header and work our way through header, paragraph, and then CTA. Now the CTA button, again, remember we can't type the word straight on the button, so we will click the button. On the left-hand side where it's got the text options, you will paste the words for your button. And I'll continue with the same pattern. Box number 2. So I like to get all my copy in first, then I will go back and edit how it looks. So let me get all the copy in and on the button of the second benefit, and then the third. And copy and paste and copy and paste in the edit panel. Now, so that everything aligns, what I try to do, now that you've got all the text in, now what we want to do is make each of these, so you can see this is 4 lines, this one is 5 lines, this one is 4 lines. So I'm going to try and get all of these headers to be 4 lines. So identify these 7 criterias that influence executive promotion. So I can ask it to shorten this. My husband's just come out. He's broken his second pair of glasses.
Same spot.
In the same spot. It's something to do with the glasses. So now I've shortened that. Now it's 4 high. Now I'm going to count here. One thing you'll see over here is this typography looks different on each of these. So if you click in this element, the edit panel will show Monsterat. In this one, it shows as Poppins. In this one, it shows as Poppins. My favorite is Monsterat. So I'm going to change it to Monsterat. And I'm going to change this one to Monsterat. Now that we have this, I'm going to count my lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So let's shorten this. So we'll try to get it down to 4 lines. A little longer. That's very short. All right. So we will come in here. So we've got 4 lines here. And then I'm going to shorten this a little. Let's see if it gives me a little. Shorten this a little. Let's see. Yep. Okay. So now we've got 4 lines. Now, can you see how those boxes all neatly align? So now we've finished with the copy. On this one, again, we're only doing copy. If you haven't done it, pause the video, complete it, and then move down to the next section. Now, in this section, what I'll get you to do is just replace the images, the names, and the testimonials, okay? We are not going to link your widget here in this training. If you do have a link to if you have testimonials in Google Workspace or in Facebook or Trustpilot, or there's many other ones, when you have your onboarding call, just let us know and we'll help you connect that widget into this landing page. And if you don't have any, if you've got 3 testimonials, then you will just sort of click and edit in here with the names, okay? And then you will delete this, see this orange one? You'll remove this widget. We will help you later. Now, if you don't have any testimonials, then you can hover in this green section and just delete the entire section. All right, there's no need to have it if you don't have any testimonials. All right, so I'll just undo that. All right, so that's your testimonials. So pause and edit your testimonials. The next thing, once you've finished your testimonials, we're going to do the same thing. We are going to highlight the section and bring it into your GPT. Help me with the copy for, and you're going to attach your image. Now, where are they recent? Yeah. So attached my image and hit return. So now it's going to help me with the copywriting for my final section. And again, I'm going to choose the recommended. It always will give you, I've programmed it to give you 3 options, and specific copywriting formulas are programmed into that. So I'm going to paste that in there, and then my paragraph, and then my call to action button. And again, over in the right-hand menu. Now, with the bottom part, now that you've done all of the sections, let's talk about the footer. So here in the footer, to upload your logo, you will click on your logo. Then you will see on the edit panel on the left-hand side, you will see this section here that says image. You will click on the little picture and it will open a pop-up for you. And if you're doing the business in a box, you would have already uploaded your logo. You will navigate to where your logo is, right? So you will probably have a folder, for example, that is called branding. And then you will go inside the branding folder and you will upload by double-clicking on your logo. If there isn't a logo, I recommend you create a folder and upload your logo. So I'm just going to quickly navigate to where our logos are stored. And my drive is not connected. Give me a sec. Connect. All right, so let me try that again. Drive, OmniSam, content. If you've done our filing system, it will be in your O3 content folder. That's part of the business in a box. I'm just going to get my brand assets and then logo, OmniSam. There we go. All right, so I'm just uploading my logo now into the assets, and then I'll just double click on it and it'll pop in here. Now, if it's the wrong size in the edit panel, you can change it here, but just change one thing. So mine has come in good because mine's long, but if yours is square, it'll be massive. So you can reduce it over here in the size area for what looks good. Your terms and conditions pages, they will be fine. We have already connected those for you, and that will be part of your business in a box training that you get. So you won't need to worry about those, but they will be connected. The only other thing you will need to edit is this powered by OmniSam section. Now, when you register as an affiliate with us, you will get your own special link for that. And then once you update that link, it will automatically send people to our demo page, and you can get paid 30% for anyone who joins OmniSam and for the life of their membership. So years, it's great reoccurring revenue. All right. So like I said, the main thing you have to do in this footer for now is just your logo. So once you've done that, then click Save. All right. Now, once you have done all of your copy on the landing page, the next thing to do is the copy for the SEO. So along the top here, you will see lots of little widgets. the widget you'll click on is this SEO one right here. It's then going to pop out a section here on the side. Now, you know when you post a link in Facebook, for example, and it brings up a little thumbnail and a little bit of a description? That is what this section is. When you paste that link, it's going to bring up a little thumbnail and a description. So what we're going to do to update this is this content bar you're going to open, and then you're going to highlight and delete the title and the description. And then I want you to take a screenshot of that section. The GPT is waiting for it. And then you will attach it to the GPT and say to it, help me with the SEO copy, and hit return. Now remember, don't worry about images. We're still just working on copy. So it's going to give me suggestions for the SEO. I like this one at the bottom, the recommended one. I'm going to put that into the title. And then I'm going to come in and get the description. And I'm going to copy that description and paste it in there. Then I'm going to click save. Make sure we click this little save button at the top. It's going to ask again. Now we have got the copy, you can see, showing up here. Great. Well done. Take a breath. Time to reset. So now you have done all of your copy for the landing page. Next, we're going to work on the images. We have given you a Canva template to make this super, super simple. So what you're going to do is message your success coach, and they will send you a link to the Canva template, providing, of course, that you have already got your free trial of OmniSam. So let's do this together. Heading on back over. Here we are. Oops, that's the wrong one. Let's come down to here. Here we are where we left off. So at the top, the first image here is in the background. So if we just click in, remember when you hover around, you see the click. So we click to edit is what I call it. Click to edit, and the edit panel pops up down the side here. So we're going to click to edit in the green section of the hero. Then on the left-hand side, you're going to see where the image is right here. Now, inside of your Canva template, we have given you, let me just show you all the pages. We've given you a few different images. The first image here is the background image for the opt-in landing page. It actually says all background images. So if I take you back to the landing page, it's this one here in this section. And if you scroll down in the benefits section, you'll see there's an image in the background here. So it replaces those two images. The next one is your solution guide. So that is this image right here. And I'll show you more about how cool that image is in a minute. And then finally for your opt-in page, benefit 1, benefit 2, benefit 3, okay? And then this one over here is for that social image that I showed you in the SEO section here. So let's do this together, one click at a time. So first off, we need to work out what type of image would look good in the background for this top section. So let's put an office environment, for example. So inside of Canva, for this first image, it's set up in the right dimensions and size for you. You will come up to Elements in the left-hand menu and click. Then you will search. So I'm going to put executives. And I'm then going to look through these images for executives and choose a background. Let's just go with this. It's got a leader standing up the front, talking to people. Right now, oh, he looks really weird. He's definitely not real. We're going to get rid of that one. Let's have a look at maybe this office space right here. All right. Now, once you've got that background image, this is what you'll do. We're going to save one at a time. We're going to come up to, oops, hang on, let me make this bigger. You can't see it on the screen. Bear with me. I've just got to change the size of this so you can see. There we go. All right. So now you've got your first background image. You will come up to the share button. Then you will come down and click download right here. Once you click download, you will work your way from the top to the bottom. So file type, we're going to make a PNG. Then down under selected pages, you're going to choose page 1 or current page, and that will automatically choose page 1 for you, as it says right here. Then click done, and then click download. So that is image number 1. So now let's bring that image into the landing page. So we're going to click in the background and we're going to come down to the left-hand menu, the edit panel, and choose the image icon. Now, this is what you will do. You're going to create a folder. So click plus for the folder, and this is what I want you to call it. Stage 1, lead magnets. And then click save. This will make more sense in regards to stages as you go through the business in a box. So a lot of this is trust the process. I say this again, trust the process. It makes more sense as you work through the business in a box. So you've got stage 1 lead magnet. You will click to go into the stage 1 lead magnet. Then you're going to make a folder for this lead magnet. So I'm going to create a folder and I'm just going to call this Senior Management to C-Suite Checklist. Oh, if I could spell correctly, is the name of this lead magnet. Then I will double click to go into the folder, and now we're going to upload that image that I downloaded from Canva. Once that is uploaded, I can double click it and it will automatically go into the background. Then moving down to the next image. This one's going to be fun. So what you're going to do with this image is come back to your Canva template and go to the second image option. Now, this second image option here will be the front cover of your lead magnet. So if hopefully you've designed your lead magnet as a workbook, right? So an A4 page in Australia, and it's called I don't know what they call it in America, but it's slightly shorter and longer, but that size. What I want you to do, and let me show you in Canva, I'll go and find a workbook. you're going to navigate to the workbook that you've created. So, for example, if I go into here, here is the List Growth Made Easy front cover. Okay, so navigate to your front cover of your workbook. Then what you will do is you will click the share button, click share, then come down and click download. Then on the download, you make sure that it says PNG in file type. Then come down where it says selected pages and make sure that you select the page that you want to download. It'll only be one page. Then click done, then click download. And now it's going to download the front cover. Back across to the Canva template. Now what you will do is on the left-hand menu, you'll be looking for this upload button. And just letting everybody know that's watching here live, this is a click by click that you will be going back to because there's no way you can keep up with this, and you will pause and play and pause and play. So click the upload button. You will navigate via this upload file to where that cover downloaded. So I'm just going to upload that cover, which will show up here. Once it's uploaded, then just click on it and it will drop in here. Now watch this carefully. All you have to do is click and hold and slightly move the image. Just listen, click and hold and slightly move the image and then release. You'll see a little spinning wheel, and what it's going to do is it's automatically going to put your book cover into this book cover. So I'm just going to give it a minute to work it on out. There we go. Now you can see my book cover is now in this video. If you click now the play button, you will see what the video looks like. It looks like a real book. Look at that. So let's save this image. Let's do this together. So we're going to click the save button. You're going to then come down and click the download button. Then where it says file type, you will choose GIF or GIF. Depends. My mum always called it a GIF because it's a G. I always call it a GIF. It's like genre and genre. Anyway, it's a GIF. Then you will make sure that in the page selected, that page number 2 is the only selected, or you can choose current page and click done and click download. Now that has downloaded the animated GIF. It's going to take a minute or so to download. So we'll just allow that to download and we'll be patient. And we're just watching this paint dry. Come on, you can do it. It's doing it. All right, just let it do its thing. Come on. Okay, nearly there. Nearly there. And come on, you can do it. And any minute now, it's going to fly to the top. Come on. Come on, you can do it. I don't want to jump ahead because otherwise people get confused. So I am waiting because it is click by click. Yes, that's it, Sam. Things come to those who wait. Just don't watch it dry. That's what's happening to me right now. There we go. Up it goes. Awesome. All right. So now we're going to come in here Back to the landing page, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to replace this image. So we're going to click on it. Then in the edit panel, you're going to come to this little image. We're going to navigate into our stage 1 lead magnet. We're going to then double click to get into the name of your lead magnet folder. And then we're going to upload that GIF. It's going to upload into your media assets. And we'll double click and then your image will populate in there. How pretty is that? Great. Moving on down to our next section. Again, we're going to start with this background image. So I'm going to click to edit so I can see my edit panel on the left, and I'm going to come back to my template. And in your template is the first page. So we want a little bit of a different image. So I'm going to have a look through here and choose something like this. Shows people decision makers. Then I'm going to, once we've got my image in, share, download, make sure it's on current page or page 1. Make sure, always start from the top, Sally, always start from the top. Your file is a PNG, then select your pages, then click download. And then once that downloads, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come back to the page, click the background, click the little image in the edit panel, go into stage 1, lead magnets, name of your lead magnet, and we're going to upload that image. Once it uploads, double click and it will insert. So there's our image in the background. The next thing is our 3 images along the top. I must have undone. Let's just fix that. I don't remember what the words were, but we'll just leave it like that for now. All right, so these 3 images. So again, we're going to come back to Canva. Now these 3 images, let's just close all of this. These 3 images is page 1. So, sorry, the 3rd page, 4th page, and 5th page. So for each of these, I'm just going to choose 3 images and click image 1, add an image, image 2. Let's find something that's a bit similar. I like it when they're working together. And then image 3. Here we go. Look at these happy executives. C-suite. All right. So once you've got your 3 images, then click share. Then click download. Starting at the top, make sure your file type is PNG. Then under selected pages, you're going to drop that down and you're going to make sure you choose page 3, 4, and 5. And then click done. And then click download. So those 3 images are going to download. They will come in as a zip file, right? So they'll be all zipped up. On a PC, you will need to extract. So right-click on the file and click extract. On a Mac, you will just double-click on the folder and it will automatically extract. Okay? So PC, right-click, click extract. It's just, and then, or on a PC, on a Mac, just double-click the folder and it will open. Then we head back to OmniSam and we click on the first image. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to click on the little image, come into lead magnets, go into the lead magnet folder that we're working on, and we're going to upload those 3 images. So I'm doing that now, uploading the 3 images. Once they come in, you'll see their little names along the bottom. Benefit 1, you'll see here, is for our first image. So I'm going to double click and it will replace the image in there. Go to the second image, click so it changes the edit panel. Then click the little photo. Then double click to go into lead magnets. Double click to get into senior management or the name of your lead magnet. Find the image for benefit 2, double click, and it will replace. And then the third image, you're going to do the same thing. Click on the image, that will change the edit panel. Click on the little image icon, navigate through stage 1 lead magnets, double click on the name of your lead magnet, and then double click on the third benefit. Now, before we move any further, we're going to all come up to the top right and click Save. Now, this benefit section actually has 2 different displays. Can you see this little icon at the top here? The desktop mode and the mobile mode. We need to fix the mobile mode because it's slightly different. So this is what we're going to do. So click by click. You're going to stay in desktop mode and you're going to click on the first image. Click on first image. Then in the edit panel on the left-hand side, you're going to come and copy the image URL here. So we're going to right-click and copy. Then we're going to come up the top in the middle and click on Mobile View. And when you scroll, you will see that the old image is here in the first little box. So you will click on that and replace in the right-hand side the URL, and it will change the image for you. We're going to continue to do that same repeating pattern for the other 2 images. Click on Desktop View, click on Image 2, come into the Edit panel, highlight the image URL and copy, then come to Mobile View at the top and click. Scroll down until you see Image 2, click on Image 2, come over to the image URL and paste, and it will update the image. And again, third time, back to Desktop View, click on first image, highlight the image URL, copy, come up the top and click Mobile View, scroll to third image, click on third image and replace and paste the URL, and then you're done and click Save. So now we have all of the benefits section. Now, I did delete earlier the testimonial area. The only thing that you change in the testimonial area is the little images of the people's heads, right? And you've already now learnt how to bring in images by clicking on the image and then navigating to where you keep your testimonials. Okay, so you will upload those into media assets. And we have a question, do you need to do both views? Only in this section. All the other sections are fine, just in this section. And the only thing you're replacing is the URLs like I showed you. But again, when you're following click by click, you just follow what I do. Okay. Now, moving on down, we can see all our images on this page are now done. Last image to create is your SEO image. So if we come into these little widgets across the top, you will click on the SEO one right here. Then this little pop-up will come and you're going to navigate down to where you see images and you will open that. Now this is where we're going to put in the image, but first we need to create it. So if you head back to the Canva document that I've provided you, you will find that page number 6 is your opt-in. So before we put the words in, we're going to replace this cover so it looks like a book. We're going to do it exactly the same as we did with the video. So on the left-hand menu, you will click Uploads. You have already uploaded your workbook cover. That's pretty cool, right? So you will just click on it so that it drops into the page. Then all you need to do is click, remember, click and hold, move the image slightly on top of the book cover and then release your mouse. Click and drag and release, and it will automatically pop your book cover in there. Then you just need to change the word here. So let's do that. I'm just going to come back. The C-Suite Readiness Checklist. So just replacing the words in there. And if these are not your branding colors, then you will click, let's put the rather than he. Click around, so the background, you click on the background color, come up to this little dot in the middle here with the blue, and you can choose your background color. Then on the little dots, you can do the same thing. So choose your colors for your 2 dots. And then on the free download, you will click on that and you will see there is the blue. You will change it to whatever color you need. We're just going to say purple or maybe green. Nah, green always looks bad on that. Okay. Once that's done and you've designed that to your branding colors, please don't make something new. I'm trying to make it easy for you by giving you everything ready to go. Then click the share button once you're ready. Share, then come down to download and click. Then make sure the file type is a PNG. Then under selected pages, you will choose current page or page number 6 and click download. And then click download. You've got to do done and then download. Now this is downloading. I will head back to OmniSam. Then here in the SEO panel, we're going to replace this image just like we did with all the others. We're going to click on the little picture, go into the lead magnet folder, into your folder for the name of the lead magnet, upload the social image. Once that's done, you will double click and that will replace and then click save. All right, so that is your landing page. The only thing left for you to do, and honestly, you don't even need to do this bit, is you can change it to your brand colors. But honestly, you don't have to, because if people who don't know you, that's the people we want to be sending this to, and not going to remember if your buttons were blue or purple. But if you want to change your button colors, we're going to click on the button, and in the left-hand menu, you will scroll down and you will see color and background, and then you can change it to whatever button you want. So I'm just going to say it's blue. And then we're going to move through and do that same thing on each button. So click the button, go to background color, and then choose your color. And then do that on the benefit buttons and choose your color. So I'll just do that for all of the buttons. And then the last one, will be your footer. Make sure you're out in the purple area of the footer, and then your background color can be whatever you need it to be to match. So now we've got all the branding done on this page, and you're going to click Save. Nearly done. Next thing is what happens when they click this button? Well, a pop-up comes up. So this is what you're going to do. Along the top, you're going to see pop-up settings. Click pop-up settings. Then on the left-hand menu, when you click on pop-up settings, you're going to see pop-up. Then you will click the little pen to edit. Here, you're going to put the name of your lead magnet, or if you want to use your GPT, you can, but really at the end of the day, I'm just going to put the name of the lead magnet, which was, let me come back here. And then it's got pop your details below and we'll send you the free resource. Okay, so let's now make this pop-up look a little prettier. So what we'll do is where it says pop-up settings in the middle, you will click. Then you will scroll down and at the very bottom of the edit panel, you're going to see color overlay. On that button, you're going to click and then you are going to click the add a button, add a color. So click on the add a color and then use your little scrolly thing to, like, let's go into a bit of a blue color here. So choose your blue, or if you've got a hex code, you can put a hex code in there. And then what I want you to do is see this little bar along the bottom here with the little dots that get lighter. You're going to move that down to somewhere in the 60s. Okay, you can see 60% here. So you're going to move this one once you've got your color until it's somewhere in the 60s and then click Save. And you can see now we've got a nice blue transparent background. Now we're going to add a form. So with your form, click in this element here and it'll say you do not have any forms yet. Okay, that's fine. What you're going to do is have a look. When we've given you your business in a box, we've given you a form called lead opt-in. Okay, so you're looking for lead opt-in and click on that. That lead opt-in form will now show here. Okay, so what you're going to do with this lead opt-in form, now that it's in here, you're going to click Edit Form. And all you're going to do with this form is change colors. So let's work through to change the colors. So the first name, click on the first name here. You'll see this blue box appear and then click on the little cog. So the little cog here. Then you're going to, oh no, actually, sorry, I digress. Along the top here, you'll see these two little lines with the two little circles. You'll click on that. When you're on there, you will come down to colors and backgrounds. And if you want to change the background color of your form, you can do so. I just like to leave that as is. Then come across to advanced, click on advanced, and then we're going to update all the colors down here. So in input field, you will see font color is, and then we've got this color so you can change it to something that's more representative and you will see that it will start to change over here. Then your label, you will choose a color for your label. Then you will come down and choose a short label color as well. and placeholders. You will choose a color for that. Once you've done all of the color settings, then click Save. Then we're going to do the button. So click on the button, and in the button you will click the little cog. Click cog. Then you will come down to colors and backgrounds in the left-hand edit panel, and you will choose your background color. So because we're going blue, and then your text color, we're going to choose white, and then click Save. Once you've done all those edits, then click Save and Close. And you can see all my colors have now changed on my form. Then you just need to click Save. And then you will see on the button action on the left-hand side, it says redirect to, and it must say go to next step. All right, once you've done that form, you can close it. So click the close button and click the save button. Guess what? You're done. So we now move into quality and control. So we're going to do a test. This is how we test that the page is working. We click the preview button, which is this little eyeball at the top here, and we click preview. And all you're going to do is pay attention. You've got your mouse sitting here in the middle, okay? What I want you to do is move your mouse up as though you're going to exit the page, and the pop-up should come up just like that. That is called an exit pop-up. It's like your last hurrah to try and grab people's info. Right? Once that works, you can click close. Then you're going to check each of the buttons open the pop-up. So click, opens pop-up, close, scroll down, click, opens pop-up, close, scroll down, click, opens pop-up, close, second benefit, click, opens pop-up, close, third benefit, click, opens pop-up, close, and finally, last call to action, click, opens pop-up, and close. Now that you have checked all your pop-ups, the next step is to check that it goes to your thank you page. Now, this is not going to look great because we're doing this tomorrow, but you will click and enter in your information and your email. So I'm just going to put sally@omnisam.com.au, and then our phone number. I don't remember. I'm just going to put in a new phone number. And then I will opt in. And that should automatically take me to a thank you page that looks real ugly, just like this. But guess what? You are done. Congratulations. That is your click-by-click setup for your opt-in landing page. So if you joined us here live, now you get to go back and do it. Click by click. Remember, pause and play, pause and play, pause and play, okay? And if you are on the replay and you've made it to the end and you've done all the click by clicks, well done. I'm so proud of you for not just turning up, but actually GSD. Getting that shit done, baby, because this is true momentum. And let me just tell you something, a little secret here. You know what I just did right now is I designed a course. Next time I run this challenge, I won't need to do this bit live. Yes, I always teach you guys how to build it live and then evergreen it. Well, that's what I just did. So the next time we run this challenge, we're going to tell people, head on over, go into the course and follow the click by click video. So look at that. All right, so I'm going to come across before we do the prize draw, and I'm going to find out what was your key takeaway for those people that hung on in through the live course build. And let me see. I saw Ash was very excited. Ash, hello, Ash. I heard lots of things coming into the chat. How is it all going there with the ones in the room?
Yes, it is going well. We've got catch-up calls to sort of help people understand, booked in a little bit deeper. Sam's been smashing it out. Marika's been hunting for her lead magnet. Joanne's getting it done as well. Aditya may have been pretty quiet in the chat box, but Stephanie's connected with me as well. So things are happening. It's very exciting to see everything come together.
Yeah. All right. So who wants to come up and share a key takeaway with me? Let's bring up Sam since she's brand new and really getting in there and getting it done. Just unmute and share with us what's your key takeaway from day number 2?
My head is spinning with, I was quiet because I was paying attention to you going through the click by click, and I'm excited to do that this afternoon, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sorry. The ease of it. I overcomplicate it sometimes in my own head, but it's easy. If we just do what you've said for us to do, Sally, and we're all going to be able to succeed by the end of the 5 days, I reckon. We'll be all making money.
Yeah, baby. Well, when we get to there, we're going to talk about traffic sources because we've got to put it in front of people before we get there. But yes, we're at that first stage. What about you, Maria? Yeah. Come on up, my love. What did you like about today?
I loved everything, including Ash, who has been spending some time with me in a private chat. We've been hunting for a few things and clues, and I was just watching how you are whizzing through it, and it's like it's giving me a hope that once I master the system, the steps, it's learnable, it's doable, it's not like my art. Whatever mistakes I make, it's wherever the flow goes, it's gone. But the system, step by step, is just something that will get us there. So thank you.
Awesome. Makes me so happy. All right, let's do the fun part of today, which is our wheel spin. So for everybody who participated and has done the start here section, so you'll see those on home base. We are going to do the prize draw. If you're a little behind, that's okay. You can catch up. We add names here 2 hours before we go live. It keeps growing and growing daily. So Dominic Penn is our start here. And then on our OmniSam fans, this is always low at the beginning of every challenge, but it grows and grows. Oh, 2 in a row, Dominic Penn. And look, I'm going to say that the home play is already decided because there was only one person who actually finished home play and posted, which was Sam Clark. So Sam, look, if I spin that wheel, the only person who's going to win it is Sam. But you know what? Congratulations, Sam. And moving on, there she is. Woo! And then those who went live. And, of course, I know you're all going to start doing those lives for us daily because that's the best prize. Oh, we've got lots of multi-winners this time. Is Sam Clark. All right, so that's our live prize wheel. Now, tomorrow is going to be awesome. We are going to move to monetize it. So we're going to be looking at the thank you page, but not just the thank you page, the strategy behind the thank you page. This is my most favorite day because we can build funnels, but if you don't have a strategy, then you're just making a way to collect leads and then you don't know what's going to happen. Who has ever started to collect email addresses? They get them, but then they don't really do anything with them until you've got something to promote. We actually have a strategy that's going to make that help you have conversions. All right. So thank you all for joining us. And Ash, come on up. Where is she? She's there. She is.
Hi, hello.
There she is. So, Ash, we finished day number 2. We've got a couple of reminders about success coaches if you want to share.
Absolutely. So firstly, I need to announce the most interactive prize winner for today. And the winner of that, we really need to find a drum roll, is Stephanie. Stephanie was really into it, getting into the DMs, asking for help when needed. And I love it because you don't know what you don't know. And if you need support, reaching out is so important. So good job, Stephanie. Well done. Yay. And I see Stephanie's just popped in there. You're okay. You're all good. I know you've got a meeting to go to, so don't stress.
Replays are available for everybody.
Perfect. Congratulations, Stephanie. And then just a small note is all prizes are given the following week. So you won't receive your prizes until the end of next week because we want you to focus on this one thing. If I start sending you inspiration, other trainings and learning materials, you'll get distracted. So at the end of next week, winners will receive their prizes.
Excellent.
All right. And last but not least, regarding your success coaches, those who attended live today, I put in the chat who your success coach is, and I linked directly to their Facebook DMs. So if you haven't already, go and get your welcome gift from your success coach. And if you need to book some time to go through what you've learnt so far, please don't hesitate to do so. That's what we're here for this week.
Awesome. Thanks, Ash. Well, as always, guys, never let anyone dull your sparkle. Make sure you get one income-producing activity done every day, and every day be marketing. Awesome, guys. We'll see you on the next live. If you're still here with us after, it's been a big, long session, hang around because we will do a little bit of AMA and you're going to get to meet your accountability buddies for day number 2. Bye, guys.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.